Hello, and welcome back to Varlamore chunk. In the last episode, we unlocked the Varrock East chunk, and let's just jump into it, because as you might have guessed from the title and the thumbnail, we are on the cusp of unlocking something massive. And pew. We're in. Wow. This is a big chunk. This is actually huge. First time in here, let's whack a dummy. Wow, we did it. And the thing I'm instantly coming to do is we're going to go down the stairs and we're going to do the natural history quiz, because this gives us Hunter and Slayer XP, two skills that we're having to lamp. And because I'm currently lamping Slayer, my Slayer XP from lamping is just going to go through the roof. That's so good. Oh, g'day, mate. How we doing? I've done all the things. Let's look at this. 2 and 27 to 9 and 28. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that. From Horvik's store, we have some new best in slot ranged gear. We have studded body and chaps. And if we come down to the archery store, low here, we have a new best weapon, a maple shortbow, and some Addy arrows, which by far are going to be our new best, and I think that should definitely be an upgrade for the Colosseum. And over here with Zaf, this is probably the biggest thing, the biggest upgrade we can get, the Staff of Air. I'm also going to buy each of one of the other staffs, because those might be useful for some things, but for the Colosseum, this is now Infinite Air Runes, that's so good. Why did that say I had not enough Mind Runes to cast this spell? That had a spell auto-selected. I've never equipped a staff before. That's confusing to me. Huh. What's that groovy noise? Oh, it's at least one human's new single out now on Spotify and other platforms and stuff. You can go listen to it. Okay, it's going away now. I hope you enjoyed that little snippet. Oh, Aubrey. Oh, you shouldn't have. Let's buy some of those. That feels so good to be able to buy those. And the other thing we can do here is, because we've done Rune Mysteries, it was part of the setup for this account before we went to Varlamore, we can teleport to the Rune Essence Mine and we can mine ourselves some pure essence. There it is, beautiful, and that's an easy task in the Varrock area done. There's actually 2 more tasks we can do in the easy Varrock diary. Let's go do those. One thing I'll mention here is we have the access to the start of the agility course, but I'm not going to do the agility course until we have this chunk as well. I don't really like the idea of doing an agility course that goes outside my bounds during it. I'm going to require all parts of it to have to do the agility course. One of the diary tasks is to buy a newspaper. There we go. Let's get one of those. And the other diary task is to come down and browse Thessalia's store, which also has some stuff that we actually need to buy. So if we trade with Thessalia, we can buy the priest gown and the priest gown. Wait, are they called the same? They are called the same thing. I didn't know that. And this has 6 prayer bonus together. That's really big. I think that's more important than our dragon and rune armor for the Colosseum, so I think, yeah, we're going to bring that to the Colosseum. We can also start the Demon Slayer quest, and there is one more quest that we can start in this chunk. We can't go any further than that, but I need to do all quests up to the point I can in my chunks. That's one of my rules, and it is the Family Crest. We can start it with this mate over here. Oh, hold on. Charlie the Tramp. I'll be able to do some beginner clues. Oh, I'm going to do that before I leave this chunk for sure. Oh, I was not thinking about that. I was just clicking herbs as I picked them up. Oh, we just got 29 herb lore. Can that let us do anything new? I don't think so. No, it can't. You know what? This sucks. I don't want to do this. I'm going to go do something else. We really don't need to do a beginner casket. I'm just like, oh, technically it's possible. And because it was technically possible, I thought, oh, I might as well do one, but it's going to be a lot of work for absolutely no reward. So we'll get one passively in the future. When I just happen to get a beginner clue scroll, I'll do it. But instead now, I'm going to go do some Colosseum. Whoa, I can hit 10s with the bow? That's awesome. Okay, yeah, that dies faster. We like that. Okay, so it's going to be really important to not misflick the Jaguar Warriors, because I took off my Dragon Plate legs and I took off my Rune Chain body. This is going to just absolutely shred me if I miss a flick. Oh, cool. I'm editing, so it's forestry time with my new mithril axe, and we're just carting some logs over to make some beehives. No, it went away. That was meant to be a construction level. Damn. Okay. Well, this clip's in here anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. That was good. During my nice editing forestry break, testing out our new mithril axe, and thanks to Ella that came and joined us here, much appreciated, we have level 85 woodcutting. That's a beautiful level. I like that. We ended last episode with 71 deaths in the Colosseum, so hopefully this should be 81. Look at that, we've got 81 now, so our 10 for this chunk are done. Oh, hold up, I don't think I've done my 3 for this chunk yet, so we're actually going to go do 3 more. But before we do, I'd like to introduce a new quick segment to the videos. Introducing Fun Colosseum. Sorry, were you expecting something more? No, I'm just having fun at the Colosseum. Check out the absolute panic in this bit here. I had 2 monsters on me and was flicking them and did not like it, so I ran to another pillar, and guess what happens at the other pillar? Oh no, this guy comes around and then the mage comes around the back, and now I've still got 2 monsters on me that I needed to flick, and I tanked all those things on the way over for no reason, and now I'm fully panicking and try to swap my prayers, and I miss one because I'm just super flustered. And look at this scenario, I've got a giant pillar stack, so I give it a wiggle and nothing falls down, so I figured, alright, we have to rotate this around. And because the mages have a short range, I'm just going to stand far back so those mages at the back don't get to see me, and then I can just flick the Manticore and the Ranger, which are lined up, that's chill. Flick that second range attack, and I didn't realise those mages were coming in. And look how humble they were. 7 and a 9, leaving us on 2 health, that was pretty lucky. And then I was on super low prayer points trying to one-tick flick the Manticore that comes after it and managed to miss that prayer. Bugger. Okay, 84 deaths, that's our Colosseum's done. We got a wave 5 on that one, which was quite nice, and we're past 250 wave completions. That's a cool number. Let me turn this visual metronome off, and let's go roll some chunks. Here we are, back on the chunk map, and before we press that pick chunk, I just want to mention the 2, really big grinds that are here. We have this, the farming patch right here, and the other really big one, 13, because it has the Varrock sewers, and in there is Scarius and Briarfighter. There might be other big grinds, because I haven't really looked into what everything is. That's just my intuition telling me what's there. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we have to do next. It is... Oh, that's the lumber mill. Interesting. So that means that I am only a way to get to my house and back away from being able to train construction, I think. Other than that, we have a Soul's Bane, because I can get in here now, which is cool. And that means... that is now rollable as well. Okay, cool, let's go check it out. Oh hey, it's Editing Crack here. Because of the slightly modified way I'm playing this chunk account, the chunk picker didn't pick up on a couple of things I could do here, so we'll go over my full list of chunk goals when I make a discovery shortly. And here we are with the unbelievably satisfying, bringing light to a new chunk. Hold up. That's the Earth. The Earth ruins? What do you call them? Earth runes? I think I can make Earth runes. Let me go get something from my bank. Because I believe that I do have an Earth talisman from Guards, I think it is. Oh, I do not have an Earth talisman. What drops an Earth talisman? Let me look that up. It drops from man. Regular man. So I think the only one I have access to is actually over in the pub over here. Oh, there might be more up in the new one. I want to go to the new one. Oh, there's a Black Knight here too. I wonder what that drops. Anything holy sh... Oh. Oh, you're gonna want to see this. Black Knights drop lore and cosmic runes. This is the discovery that I alluded to before. So let's go over my full set of chunk goals because they are insane, as well as some things that would be possible on this chunk but are not required for my rule set. To begin with, I need to complete the Soulsbane quest. For diaries, I've decided my requirements will be all possible diary steps for the lowest tier that I have not completed, meaning that I need to do any Varrock easy tasks that I can do, but don't require medium or higher until I fully complete the easy tier. For diary tasks, I need to do some miscellaneous activities at the sawmill and craft an earth rune. And because I can craft earth runes, I can train my rune crafting and need 33 rune crafting to craft a sunfire rune. Other rune crafting tasks that are now possible but not required would be 78 rune crafting for quadruple earth runes for the Varrock Elite Diary, which would be an enormous number of hours with having to mine my own pure essence and doing just back and forth single inventories of earth runes. And 99 rune crafting for the rune crafting skill cape, which is from Aubrey and Varrock. I won't be doing either of those. With the cosmic rune I can get from Black Knights, I need level 57 magic for Diamond Enchant to make an Amulet of Power, my new best in slot necklace, which is going to be amazing in the Colosseum. The lore rune from Black Knights creates 2 unlocks, the first of which is construction. I have access to a hammer, saw and planks from the sawmill, and I can teleport to my house and back to Varrock, so construction training is unlocked. The one required task I have found from this is level 9 construction for a larder, and a larder contains milk that lets me churn it into butter and create a tuna potato with 68 cooking, my new best in slot food which heals 22. There's also a midway unlock for construction that I'll be going for. It's not required for my rule set and for now it's a secret, but I will be doing it. There are 2 construction tasks however that I will not be doing. The first being 77 construction to build an elite stash unit. I was initially planning to include making stash units in my rules, but let me quickly explain what would be involved here. I can kill approximately 1 Black Knight every 30 seconds, 120 per hour, and with the 3 lore rune drop, 1 every 64 kills, I can farm approximately 5.6 lore runes per hour. Each trip to my house would cost 2 lore runes, 1 for the teleport to house, and 1 for the teleport to Varrock, and an ideal setup would use an inventory that looks like this, with 21 oak planks for 60 experience each, 1260 XP per trip, or 630 XP per lore rune. Level 77 requires just under 1.5 million XP, so I would need to farm 2,342 lore runes, which would take 418 hours to obtain. And then after testing, my ideal construction method is about 18.6k XP an hour, so it would require another 80 hours of actually training it. Spending 500 hours simply to move one item from here to here is not even close to worth it for what I want from this account. So we're going to be backlogging stash units. Also, there is the construction skill cape that I have available, and while it is incredibly useful, that would take 5,000 hours, and I'm not going to be doing anything that requires 5,000 hours for one grind, no thank you. Lore runes also unlock a second thing, being the telekinetic grab spell. This lets me get this snapegrass spawn near the Fortress Kothon, and triggers a skilling task of 50 herb lore to make a fishing potion, with my best source of herbs being these men and women spawns in the pub, and my only secondaries being chocolate dust for Harrowlanders, and snapegrass for Ranars, which require this lore rune to acquire. Speaking of snapegrass and Ranars, that lets me make prayer potions. And with prayer potions unlocked, and the rune store available, I will be officially taking Sunfire Fanatic armor from the Colosseum off the backlog, and must obtain the Sunfire hat, top and pants that all have silly names. The Sunfire Fanatic armor also requires 60 prayer to equip, so I must get 60 prayer with my only reasonable source of XP being regular bones. That's about 60,000 bones. There's one more consideration I haven't fully decided on yet, and that is that on wave 7 of the Colosseum, there are a set of rare regular drops. These are even harder to get because on wave 8 they're no longer available, and they will only show up again from wave 9 onwards. I'm currently planning to keep these on the backlog, but that might change. We'll see how things go. Anyway, that's it. That's all of my chunk goals. And while there are some other things that I will be doing while I'm in these chunks, this is the main set of goals, and it's gonna take me many months. I've decided for this video that this video will not end until I acquire a piece of the Sunfire Fanatic armor. So if this video's really long, that would be why. And there it is, the giant blocker for training construction. We have a saw. Oh, I didn't originally see it because it's behind the pillar, but there's our Earth Talisman. Okay, let's take a quick trip over this way. And in we go to the Earth Altar. Here we go. Rune crafting, like real rune crafting. We can do rune crafting and like train it. That's awesome. Oh, there it is. Oh, the cosmic runes. They are real. And 7 of them, I can enchant so much stuff. Oh, let's go do that. On closer inspection, we cannot enchant so much stuff because we're level 42 magic, and that means we can only do up to emerald enchant, 49 for rubies and 57 for diamonds, an amulet of power, which I was doing calcs on DPS, and it is more DPS in the Colosseum than the amulet of strength, so I'm definitely going to be grabbing that. But we can do it with our sapphire amulet. We can turn this into an amulet of magic. You best in slot magic, Ammy. That's beautiful. Okay, this is our new training now. This goes hard. Oh, there they are. There they are. 3 lore runes. That is either 3 snape grass or 1.5 trips to my house. I don't know which. Level 45 magic. Level 47 magic. You can now cast Water Blast. That's not what I thought that was. What level is it? Oh, 49. I was getting excited for that one. Okay, I'll see you back with that one. There's the real one, 49 magic. Okay, let's finish off this guard kill, or Black Knight, and then we're going to make our way back to the bank, and we're going to make a new thing and change our setup. It's going to be sick. Enchanting the ruby amulet into an amulet of strength. That's 10 strength bonus. It's the first strength bonus I've got outside of my weapon, the rune mace. So let's head back and let's see what our max hit is now. Before it was 16 and I was 1 strength level off getting it up to 17. Oh, an 18, there it is. Alright, I need to go do some DPS calcs and figure out my strength thresholds of where my max hits are. Another lamp down, and this one brings us to 10 Slayer. That's a number that ends in a 0, so I'm going to share it. There's cave crawlers. Level 50 magic, what can I do with that? Tome of Fire, yeah. This is 48 prayer. But also, I think this prayer interface is stalling this Black Knight under me. I think if I click space, I'm going to get attacked by it. You ready? Yeah, look at that. That was really interesting. I've never seen that before. There's 55 magic, which I'm sure you all know is high alchemy. Oh, that's going to be great. I don't have any gnats on me at the moment, but when we get back to the bank, we'll just blow something up and turn it into sweet, sweet gold. Let's high alch a rune kite shield, because that is cash money. Yeah, I want to cast high alch on it. Oh. One thing I didn't do before, let's quickly tick off a diary task by chopping that tree. There we go. Okay, I brought my bronze pickaxe. Can I excavate this statue here? I guess not. 57 magic. That's the level, right? Yeah, I can now enchant diamond jewelry. Okay, let's finish off this Black Knight, then let's go back to the bank and let's make an amulet of power. Where is the amulet? Is it in my Fashionscape tab? It is. Let us enchant that bad boy. It's beautiful. Look at the stats on that thing. Oh, give us a prayer bonus and some defense bonus, which is going to be nice, but obviously not what we've got it for. That strength bonus, beautiful. There's really not many places I can get strength bonus, and the necklace slot is one. It does, however, give less strength bonus than Oh god, where did I put an Amulet of Strength? Okay, it was not in the right tab. Let's move that to the right tab. I'll put it in the right place later. This gives us 10 strength bonus, while the Amulet of Power only gives us 6. The Amulet of Strength, in almost all cases, is going to give us a max hit over the Amulet of Power, but in the Colosseum, all the enemies are really tanky, and if I look at the Rune Mace, it's only got 39 Crush. Plus 6 Crush over that is actually a really big increase in accuracy, and even when I lose a max hit, using the Amulet of Power in the Colosseum on the tanky monsters makes me do more DPS. So the Amulet of Power is going to be better anywhere monsters have defense really, and if I'm just training on like sand crabs or thieves or something, then the Amulet of Strength is going to be my go-to. So it's really cool that I've got extra options now. But we are not yet done with our mage training just yet. There's a little bit more we need to do. I'll explain it when we get the level. There is the level we were staying for, 59 magic. You can now cast Fire Blast. That means our Death Rune spells now have the highest max hit they're ever gonna get. Hey look, that's cool, 85 hit points. And 60 magic. Okay, that's probably enough magic. I really didn't need this level, but I just kind of wanted to get it because it's a nice level. We're going to do some AFK, we'll have some dinner, and then we're going to head back to the Colosseum, I think, so I can show you why this is so good. Actually, first, I have exactly 2 beginner's clue scrolls with doable steps here. I should really get a third. There we go, we got our third one, and turned it into a casket. Let's give this casket an open. I don't think there's anything, like, that I can get that I want from it. Maybe mole slippers. Wow! Yeah, it wasn't those, but we've completed a treasure trail, that's awesome. 21, the first level of rune crafting in this chunk. This comes to the end of our rune crafting testing. We got level 25 rune crafting, and our XP per hour was 250-ish, we'll call it that. Before I go in and get back to the Colosseum, I want to finish one more of the sidetrack, other chunk task things, and that is to do this quest here, a Soul's Bane. You need a rope. Okay, final boss of the quest is down. Cheers, Tolna. And there it is, Soul's Bane completed. And we're gonna quickly just jump back down there, because it's a diary task to do so. They are not aggressive. Damn. I was hoping I could have an AFK training spot, but it's not going to be so. Do they drop bones? They didn't drop bones in the quest, but they might drop bones afterwards, because it's probably a different NPC? No bones. Okay, not worth doing. So the important things with the death runes in the Colosseum is that these Fremeniks I can kill now in 3 shots with Mage, saving me some time, saving me some prayer. It's all good stuff. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to test how reasonable it is to kill other NPCs using magic if they're in a bad spot and I can't pull them into melee range. Like for example this one here, if I had some more bad stuff behind the pillar. And my testing concludes that nope, this is not worth doing, this is incredibly expensive, though if I'm in a real bind on a real late wave, yeah, maybe every now and then I'll give it a go with magic. I have interrupted my herblore grinding of getting all the herbs because I was doing some wiki diving, and apparently in Varlamore Part 2 they added some things to this shop. Okay, which ones are there? These 3 here. So how much do they cost? 1,000 coins, 300 coins, 500 coins. Let's buy one of each of those. So this one here, let's just open the wiki page so I get it right. This Metsonali wine, it gives a runecrafting boost of 1, so I can use that to, I don't know, boost up runecrafting if I ever need to get 1 extra runecrafting level. That's really cool. And this one here, the Blackbird Red, I think is a +1 hunter boost, and that one's really good because it puts me 1 level closer to being able to barehand young implings. I'll be able to do that at level 31 rather than 32, so I really like that. And the Eclipse Red, what was that one? Oh, it says on there it's a woodcutting boost. Yeah, so I've got some other skill boosts that I didn't realize I had access to, and that's really cool. There was one thing that I missed making in the last chunk, and that was a Mithril Med Helm, which is going to be our best ranging tank helm. And we've got a whole lot of iron bars because soon we're going to do a little bit of construction, and for that I need some nails. Whoa! Whoa, that woman just dropped a beginner and an easy clue in exactly the same drop. That's awesome. Can I do either of them? Or Charlie the Tramp, possibly. Put it with the other Charlie the Tramp ones. And definitely no on that one. Let's take this clue back to Charlie and see if it's one of the ones that's doable, because if it is, then that's 3 and we have a guaranteed casket. Fingers crossed. A cooked trout. It's not a thing we can do. Oh, we just caught a baby impling and we got the hard leather, we got the thing. Okay, that's super cool. Mostly now, I'm just catching baby implings for the XP because I want to get up to young implings. Because we got the studded chaps from the Horvick's shop over here. But it's great to have that final item that I didn't have from the baby imps ticked off, I guess. Well, I guess now would be a good time to update you on how my banked Herblore XP is going too. If I bring up my sidebar... Okay, there it is. If we look here, I have level 34 banked so far, out of 38 to make prayer potions, I think it is. We have 3 doable beginners on the ground again, so we're going to turn those into a casket, and we're going to save it. I think I'm going to do an opening when I finish the Herblore grind. And that's not going to be for a long time, because I need to get to like 50? Oh, we've got a lamp because it's going to be a multiple of 5. It's going on Slayer. There is 15 Slayer. I can kill Banshees. When I tell people I spend all my time at the bar, this is probably not what they would think of. Taking out all these nasty patrons and burying their bones, and there is 50 prayer. Oh, that looks nice. We have a lot of prayer training left to do, however. Good morning and welcome back to my XP farm. We're getting all that combat XP, trying to get that next strength level, getting all that Herblore XP, trying to get these prayer pots unlocked, and getting all that prayer XP. There's level 51 prayer. Oh, that clue was a one-step casket. That's really nice. I think that's like a 10% chance on a beginner clue. We have now been in this chunk for 19 days, and with that Haralander just there, we have under 1,000 Herblore XP left to go until we can make prayer pots. I haven't cashed it in yet, I'm just trusting my banked XP plugin. Hopefully I've got the settings right on it. I've been marking all the clues as I go. You see these easies are grey, and now I don't even need to pick them up to check that they're not steps I can do. That means they despawn faster and there's less litter on the ground, because there is a lot of clue scroll litter on the ground. We still in 19 days only have 2 easy clues that we can do, and we're about to unlock prayer pots. But I think even once we get the prayer pots unlocked, we're going to come back here and we're going to keep grinding. And I'll probably stay here until 2 out of 3 things. Either we've got a doable easy clue, 94 strength, and 50 Herblore. Once I can do 2 out of 3 of those, then I think I'll stop this. Oh, and these clues that are in neighbouring chunks that I could roll, I've been recoloring those a different colour. So these ones are going... Where'd my colour go? Hold on. It's something... Is it that one? Or is it that one? I don't think it'll matter, I understand what that means. It was probably that one. That means it's 1 chunk away, so when we roll chunks, I will need to be checking those ones. And the grey ones are at least 2 away, so for now they can be ignored. I'm just taking a little break, and I got 93 thieving. I wanted this break because I've been doing that combat training in the pub for way too long, but also because this helps me finish off my easy clues that are stacked on the ground. This is one of the best sources for easy clues in the game, and it's also my best money maker to be out here doing thieving, and I'm going to be spending a fair bit of money when I go back to the Colosseum on death runes, addy arrows, and food, so having my GP stocked up is going to be great. Plus XP go up. This is like almost 140k an hour at the moment, is really good. Varrock Tally, that's a medium task done. I had another idea. I can come talk to Lo here, and Lo is going to have an item for me. It is a crossbow, just a regular old crossbow. And that is something I'm going to be able to use to fire all those bronze bolt drops that I'm getting from the men and women that I'm fighting up in the pub over there. 21,000. Oh, so I can actually use those. And maybe I've got enough of those that I don't mind throwing them away for safe spotting stuff on the Colosseum with this. We might give that a go. Oh, there one is. There's a bronze bolt drop. So let's just equip those and shoot this guy. What's our first hit? It's a 0. What about our second, though? Nice, a 3. Oh, that's a Haralander. That might be it. I think we now have enough Herblore XP banked to be able to make prayer pots. So after this inventory, we're going to head back to the bank and we're going to start spam cleaning herbs. Okay, here we go, cleaning time. 386 guams, go! That exactly filled up my inventory with the last set of guams. That is guams done. On to some Marintals. 30 Herblore. I can make defense potions. 31 Herblore. 32. Okay, that's all the cleaning that we have a high enough level for, I believe. So now we need to finish off buying enough chocolate bars. We need basically 100 more. While we were at the food shop, we're also going to be buying the swordfish because that is the food we're going to be taking in completely to the Colosseum. And if I can only buy 2 per world hop, I need to get on top of that as soon as possible. 33, 34, 35... 36, 37. And this is my final set of potions. Let's make those up. And you'll see that green bar ticking closer and closer to 38 Herblore. You can now make prayer restore potions. There it is, there it is. I'm coming to get you. Telegrab. That, I missed it, I was too excited. Get it. Yes. +1 snape grass. Okay, now let's hop and do that like a million times. And by a million, I mean 27. 1 more snape grass. Okay, there it is. Let's go make some potions. Here we go. Sit back and watch those flow in. Oh yeah. Prayer Potion 3. Man, I want to go to the Colosseum right now. But I've got 2 clues on the ground, and if I go into the Colosseum, they're gonna despawn. Okay, let's go take the clues to... Yeah, we're gonna take the clues over to Varlamore, and we're gonna do Wealthy Citizens until I can finish an easy clue, and then we're gonna hit up the Colosseum. Ooh. Is that in my chunk, or is that to the palace chunk? Oh, I think we could do that one. Cool. Okay, that's 3 out of 4. 1 more. Oh, so close. That one is going back on the floor. And it's, the second one. Hello, have a look. Up there, yes, that's 4 easy clues that have doable steps. I got them last night, but I didn't want to do it last night, because when I say last night, it was fairly late and I was AFKing while I was doing other stuff. So now we've got them, let's go do an easy clue. Go, 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 go. Oh, there it is, we got a casket. We finished the casket with 3 steps out of the 4, meaning I've got 1 left over, and now that one can sit in the bank, and next time I go back to doing an activity that has a lot of easy clue drops, I can pull it out and start juggling it. But this casket we are going to open right here, because it actually has possible upgrades for the Colosseum. But does it? That's sick! No way! Yeah! Oh, that's so cool. There's no way we got that. Yeah! Let's do one of my favorite things when I get a new piece of gear. I just love updating the bank placeholder. It feels so satisfying. We can go into here, release, and put you in there. Oh, it's gorgeous. Alright, this is the setup going back into the Colosseum with prayer pots. That's right, they're replacing our teas. We're not going to be bringing those small things. Instead, we're going to be bringing extra food and supplies. If I want to safe spot one of the melees, I've brought bronze arrows, which I don't mind chucking into the abyss along with my studded as a switch. We've got my death runes, we've got the AOD arrows We're going all out. We can't use the power Emmy yet. We need that extra strength bonus to get that next max hit. Okay, let's go in for my first attempt in quite a while. Oh, I hope I'm not too rusty. I don't want to be wasting these potions. Let's see what this can do. What is our damage going to be like with the ranged? Oh, that's a good start. Might just chill for a bit. Get some ranged XP. Why not? I think I can pick those up and run back without taking a hit. Let's see. Oh no, it moves one, so it might hit us. What if I do this? And then I can take bronze arrow, take swordfish, that way I'm doing 2 red clicks. You can totally do that, that's awesome! Oh, I can pick up my arrows. Nice! This chilling ranging them and then picking up the arrows deck is so good. I actually love that. Oh, that's big tech. 52 prayer, so we're gonna head back to the Colosseum. Oh, 98 combat, that's cool. So we're gonna head back to the Colosseum after I finish this inventory. I've been favouring killing Black Knights at the moment, because these men and women, they give lots of Ranars, and I need the same amount of lore runes to get Snapegrass as I have Ranars. But my Ranars are like almost 100 ahead, so I need to be balancing that out, but I haven't been getting any. Oh no. Oh, there's a young impling there. I keep walking past them, but I just can't catch it. So you know what? We're gonna do something rash. Okay, just some quick hunter training. Here we go. Wonder what my XP... Oh, that's 30 hunter. Wow, what's my XP per hour sitting at? Oh, 2,600 XP per hour. Hunter go brr. Oh, yeah, because I caught a baby imp at some point, so it would have been pulled down from that. Never mind. Okay, where is it? We're gonna go get him. Come on. Where are ya? Where are ya? You gotta be here somewhere. Excuse me. Oh, found it. Okay, let's just chug a whole bottle of wine. Hell yes. Get it. 32. Oh, I got the wrong number. No. Okay, hold on. That's 5 lamps now. Ooh. Okay. Frog token stack gets diminished some more. Yeah, lamps, one more. Okay, there's 31. Unfortunately now, the boost is gone because it doesn't transfer on level ups, so now I have to go buy more wine. Oh, hey dude, I'll be taking just like a whole lot of those things. Hey, don't look at me like that. I don't have a drinking problem. Okay, I spotted you on the way down. There you are, our first young impling. The whole reason I want these, well, there's 2 reasons I want these. The first one is Hunter XP. Now that I can catch 2 times as many implings, it doubles my passive Hunter XP that comes in as I'm just walking around places. I get 5 steel nails, but the thing I actually want is the bowstring, because a bowstring would actually give me an upgrade. I currently have a maple short bow, but I can fletch a yew short bow if I get a bowstring.
The lag, what was that?
Well, we prayed against that one fine. If we didn't have supplies, this would be a seriously difficult thing to deal with now, but we can safe up with food. And we can sip a prayer pot. Maybe not 2. Alright, let's see if we can do this one. Oh, that's not where I want to stop. My bad. Just doing a voiceover for this clip because it displays perfectly what's so good about prayer potions. I can just sit here for a minute and I can think. And I don't need to worry about my prayer draining super fast. I just flick the manticore and I plan and then I go for my run. I tank 1 mage hit, but I figured out that's going to be okay and I get over, easily survive. Without the prayer pots, I would have had to rush that straight away because my prayer was like right on the line, and now I can do all this. This is just a really interesting illustration of something here. You see how that ranger attacked me? When monsters are on the north or south of the pillar, they can see around these corners, but when they're on the east or the west, they can't and would have been safe spotted like that. And you'll see that here, when I moved around the south side and I ran over, I prayed range just in case that manticore was going to attack me, thinking about what just happened with the ranger before, but it's on the safe side, so we're all good. And because I was a bit flustered this wave, I forgot about volatility and it was so close to getting me. Alright, I've had a drink of water, I've had a snack. I did like a 5 to 10 minute workout to get the blood moving a little bit, did some stretches and stuff, and now that I'm back I've got 32 hit points, so I can still get killed by this if I mess up, but it's less likely now. Let's do it. Oh, the supplies are really hurting, but we got our second ever Wave 6 completed. That's awesome. However, to get any uniques now, I'd have to go to Wave 8, seeing as there's not one on Wave 7, and that's very unlikely. I think I would rather take this large amount of GP that I can cover Addy Arrows and Death Runes with. That feels like it's worth it at this point, so I am going to take those, and we're going to chuck them in the bank, and then because of all the supplies I used, I'm going to go do a supply run, and that's going to include gathering 3 Ranars from Citizens, and 1 drop of Lore Runes from the Black Knight, 100,000 GP from Varlamore Thieving to go spend on supplies, 100 raw swordfish from the food shop, and finally some runes or arrows with the rest of the money. We've gone with death runes this time, because I spent a little bit of time just maging things in the last one to see how it went. For some reason, I started getting incredibly greedy for my bronze arrows. Look at this. That's some Ironman mentality right there. Stop it, crack. Bad. It's coming into summer and there's a bit of dust around, so I was getting a bit sneezy. You ready? Listen to this. Here one goes. I'm sorry for including sneeze sounds, but anyway, there's a reason for that. Because watch what happens on the next one. Look at my mouse. You ready? Watch the mouse.
The sneeze.
Okay, going into Wave 6. I think this is the best supplies we've had going in there yet, so we are looking pretty good. Let's take that Frailty 3 and see how it goes. Oh, that's a rough spawn to start with. Oh, Jesus. Yes! Ah, there it is. Okay, let's go into the skilling tab and get a U short bow and put that on there. There it is, there's a U short bow. So let's compare that. We had a maple short bow and this gives us another 18 range bonus. Oh, that's so much more accuracy. That's better than my full range switch. Like if I get my full range switch out, this gives 8 plus, that gives 14 accuracy. This gives an extra 18 over the bow that we already had. Oh, for killing the melees that I safe spot, that's just gonna be so good. Okay, let's update that in this. So let's chuck it in and drag it up to the bow. That's beautiful. I'm so happy with that. Alright, that was a very successful herb run. We got a really good yield from that one. I managed to get 6 snape grass. Yeah, that's a reminder to all you out there to go do your herb runs. Also, I'm going to catch this young impling and hopefully we get another bowstring because that was cool. We did not. I was like really tired last night and I went to bed at 9 PM. Absolutely unheard of, by the way. But then I woke up at like 3 AM, so now I'm doing some 5 AM gaming, and we just got another Wave 6 done. Let's see how far this run goes. check out this, because we've got Myopia 3. My U short bow is a melee weapon. So that makes safe spotting this thing much harder. I don't need to do the drop trick to red click on the way back to grab my arrows. If I just pick them up and come back out, it can either step that way and it's not in line of sight of me, it can step away, in which time I've come back in the safe spot of the pillar, or it can step this way, and because it's a big old boy, it's still stuck on there, and I'm actually safe without having to do the red click. Which is kind of sad, because I like setting up that red click. It feels like I discovered a cool thing. This DPS is going to be an excruciatingly long wave, by the way. Alright, there's a wave 7 down. Do I want to go for a wave 8 with no food? We just got a 500 Sunfire Splinter drop, which is really nice, and I'm getting kind of tired. We come back tomorrow. We have a lamp for level 20 Slayer. I can kill slugs. Another wave 6 down with good supplies. Look at that, we've only used 1 dose of prayer pot. And what's that, 4 food at the moment? Alright. With wave 7 completed, that means we have tied our PB, and will once again be attempting that wave 8. I think this is going to be our 3rd attempt at wave 8. Are we going to get it this time? About to find out. Ooh, okay, next bit solved. I've got 2 thoughts. 1, book it over to there and tank 2 ranged attacks and tick eat the first one and pray for the second one. My second thought is go here, pray mage, then run to here. And let's count the ticks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 manticores activated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't think the manticore sees us. I think we're actually safe. Alright, let's give it a go. Nice. And now I can split these 2. I just run back this way and we get ranged mage, melee mage. And that will bring them over here and I can deal with the mage down here. Let's do that. So, get my range prayer up. And then as they make their way over, just come around here. Beautiful. We're out of food, so we're not going to flick at all. Let's get those prayer pots on, put my tank gear on for the mage and range. Here we go. Ooh, okay. We used a dose of attack and strength pot to help get that down, and now just we've got the Minotaur left. We're going to drag it up to here. And we're going to get our arrows on. And we're going to chill for a really long time and take him out. Personal best, baby. Ah. Nice. Well, although 450 gold would be really nice, we're not actually risking anything important, so we're gonna keep going and see what we can get. Doom time. Ooh, okay, that took like 250 arrows. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, with a flicking eagle eye the whole time. Okay, now we can deal at these one at a time, and then the one in the back. If I don't absolutely mess this up, I should be getting to wave 10. This clip I just wanted to share with you because I was really proud of this play. It's very minor, it's not like I'm doing anything crazy difficult here, but it was a thing I thought of and I liked. So you see on the mini-map how there's another manticore behind this back pillar up here? Well, when I start fighting this manticore and its mage first, I remember a thing. Anytime two manticores are activated at the same time, they're always going to be activated with the same attack style first. And because it's easier to protect from mage first, because of the order of the prayers down here, then I on purpose activate the back manticore here and step back before I kill this one, so that it's going to be the easier version to prayer flick as well. Doesn't mean I don't mess it up though. Health check. We did it! Wave 9 completed! That's crazy. However, look at my inventory and health. And wave 10 is one of the hardest ones. Oh, I might be claiming this. Wave 10 and 11 are excruciatingly difficult, and it's after midnight, I'm really tired. I don't think I go for the wave 10 attempt on this one. It'll come again. I believe. I think we're just going to take this and go to bed happy with big progress and a new glory high score. Let's see what happens when we leave. Is it going to tell me I've beat my personal glory best or whatever? Chuck all those in the bank. Nice. And... Yup. Let's have a look at this. View glory. Colosseum Ring of Dueling teleport. That's huge. Oh, just scrolling through those wave times, that was almost a 3-hour Colosseum attempt. That's insane. Cheeky little 94 strength. This Varrock Gate has very reliable impling spawns. So each time I come through, I just catch a couple. It's giving me some passive hunter XP, and it's giving me some passive loot. Look, we got some cake. Whoa, this is the first time I've had to claim on wave 1. I've claimed on wave 1 once before at the very start to get the collection log of Sunfire Splinters, but this is the first time I've rolled 3 invocations on the wave 2 that I just cannot go for, so I guess there, well, wave 1 completed, that's 5 minutes down, got a bit of training though, and we can chuck those in the bank and we can go again. I gotta say, the early waves have become significantly more chill now that I've got infinite ammo and I can just range these melees, because it was so easy before just to mess up on a melee and get absolutely annihilated, so I had to lock in completely. But now these waves, yeah, real nice. I can get to like waves 3 or 4 before things start happening, like every time now. Another Black Knight goes down. That was Black Knight number 3374. Yeah, that's nice, but also a 53 prayer. Yeah, that's exactly halfway to the level we're going for of 60 prayer in this chunk, so just like the whole span of this account so far, every bone I've buried, I just need to do that again and then we're good. I want to head back to the Colosseum and we have 3 rings that I can turn into rings of dueling. So we went back to the Colosseum, and although the first one back didn't go so well, after that, we started gaming. We had some nasty solves, we did some interesting stuff including, yeah, look at this Minotaur, if I tank it then it's not going to heal this friend. I was really proud of that one at the time, and look what we got to. And we've got realistic invocations to go for our first wave 10. We have supplies left, not lots of food, but enough that I'm happy to go for it. And for now, let's not talk about what those rewards are. If I end up claiming it, we'll figure out what's going on. But for now, we're just gonna see if I can beat my PB and get these done. Narrator's voice. He could not get this done. You can see the panic setting in. You ready? Oh, here we go. Oh no. I want to do some Colosseum, but there's 2 easy clues we can do on the ground, so I'm going to take these over to Varlamore and we're going to do some thieving, and hopefully we can get a 3rd one to turn into a casket. Maybe even a 4th if I'm getting a little lucky. 94 thieving where we're... Oh, friends up. Go 94 thieving that we just got at the gem store, because I like grabbing those as well. They're really nice XP, and I can cut them, plus I can collect the emeralds and rubies, which I want for prepping for the future, we'll call it that. The wealthy citizens are not coughing up doable easy clues, unfortunately, so we're going to take a break from this, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with the emeralds. I'm sure the first part of the process here is going to be absolutely no surprise, but we are going to be turning them into dueling rings. That's right, we're going to be training construction. Let's make a whole lot of planks, and for, I think, the very first time on this account, let's teleport to the house. The only way I can get to my house is via teleport, because I have absolutely no house portals in my chunks. And that means every time I want to come here, that's spending a lore rune to get here, and then a teleport to get back, which previously would have been a teleport to Varrock, meaning it would have been 2 lore runes, or 2 prayer potions per trip. But now that I've got rings of dueling, I can teleport here with my lore rune, and then I can use the ring of dueling to get back, and that means I'm going from 2 lore runes per trip to 1 lore rune per trip, making this significantly better. A ring of dueling, as long as I keep up passively picking up the emeralds, is going to cost me so much less. In fact, it costs 1/8 of a cosmic rune, which if I'm getting lore runes is going to be completely passive. We got up to level 8 construction on our very first inventory, bringing us to 1250 total as well. There's level 10 construction. I can build a dining room, which is cool, but I'm not going to do that. The thing that I actually care about, and care about a lot, is the requirement for perilous moons. We now only have that 48 Slayer, which we're lamping. Currently we're at 22. Oh, I can now get endless milk from here. I wonder if that triggers any skilling challenges. I'm going to go add some milk to the chunk picker. Ooh, look at that! We can bake a tuna potato. I wonder how viable it's going to be to make a lot of those, because that would be very good food for the Colosseum, because that's like a 22 heal? Okay, I've got a new side goal for the Colosseum, and that's going to be to get 1,000 tuna potatoes ready. So to do that, I'm going to need to leave my house with a full inventory of buckets of milk every single time. Well, good thing you can get one every single tick. That's actually not too bad. There is level 16 construction, which is really important because those things use oak planks, meaning I can bring oak planks full on my inventory, and that means I'm going to be getting significantly more XP every time I come through for those super precious lore runes. Bank another whole inventory of milk and exchange it for a ring of dueling. This method feels really weird. Quick intermission to build my stash units. We've got one there, and we've got one right next to it. Nice, that's some quality of life for doing my clues. Man, this chunk is so cool. I have so many grinds that I can work on all at different times depending on how I'm feeling. I've got actually doing the Colosseum, I've got clues, I've got herb lore, I've got cooking, I've got construction, I could be doing some rune crafting, I got combat training. It's man, one chunk has got so much stuff. Well, I've been doing a fair bit of this pickpocketing and we're up to 3 clues. But when I say a fair bit, we have done a whole thieving level. There's 95 thieving. That's enough. No, I'm done. We're attempting this with 3. We're not going to go for the 4th one. Wish me luck. Do we get lucky and high roll it on the 2nd clue out of 3, meaning I didn't have to do that whole ordeal? No, we do not. And do I get shafted with my 3 clues and have a 4-step clue, meaning I can't get a casket? No, we get a casket. Okay. Show me a piece of the vestment robes. Those would be sick. We got 7 trout. Hold on. That's actually good. That's actually may not be obvious why, but there's a beginner clue step where I have to give Charlie the Tramp a cooked trout, and I haven't been able to do that, but now I So I've just realized a thing, and that's that stacking beginner caskets is actually a bad idea. I should be opening these as I get them, because there's 2 rewards that I can get from them. Not the chaos runes. The first is lore runes. These can give lore runes, and if I get lore runes, that means I can make more prayer pots, and that's super cool. That's an interesting one. The other thing I can get is I can get trimmed monk's robes, and if I get trimmed monk's robes, those have extra prayer bonus over the robes that I currently have. And we didn't get anything, but that's 10 beginners done. That's really cool. Nice range level for 1275 total, while I'm just chilling doing some shooting in the Colosseum. Great XP per hour here. What are we getting? 1.8k. Woo! Bronze arrows go brr. Prayer level. I just died to messing up a manticore spawn on the middle, and I think it's time to check our statistics. I haven't done this in ages. What are we at? Oh, we've passed 100 deaths now and 358 waves completed. And if I add on to this 106 my total claims, if I go to my loot tracker, I have claimed 26. So we're up to 132 attempts so far. Okay. Please, please. Please be a ranged first manticore. That's going to make this so much easier. Come on. Yes! Okay. That helps this wave. We like that. Because that means we can run over here. And tank all the things. That's chillin'. And then as they walk down, we're waiting for it to line up about here. There it is, and round we come. Beautiful. Well, I have time for one more wave, but we're not going to do it. If there was a unique there, we'd go for it. I need to go to band practice in 30 minutes, and as you can see, waves are now taking 20 minutes. So I could have finished the next wave, but if I finished the next wave and then a unique showed up on the one after, I would have to leave it, and that would be so sad. Let's have a look at the loot. It's not that's a lot of elks actually. That's really cool. Not that we need the GP, but we're gonna claim that and we'll come back in the evening to give this another attempt. See if we can finally see one of these sunfire pieces. Come on. I really want to see one. Just show me one, please, game. Oh my god, there's a piece. There's a piece. Okay, wave 6. Oh, we've got Manti Mayhem, those are both reasonable. I've got Frailty 3, it's kind of scary, but I think we're going to go with this Manti Mayhem. And we're going to... Oh, okay. Chill. We're going to pot up before the wave. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's do this. It's wave 6, so there is the possibility for some real bad spawns, but we got only a ranger in the middle. And that's pretty good. But it is only complicated when this major spawns on the left, and then I need to try time my ditch to the next pillar, and I've absolutely nailed it. Look at that. That's really good. Okay, we gotta be relaxed. Stay relaxed, put on tank gear. We've got prayer pots, we do not need to be conserving prayer. We're gonna peel this mage around the side and pray against the manticore at the back. I went back too far. I gotta go back to here. That's my bad. Let's do that same thing again. There we go. So here we have Manti Mayhem on, so this is going to attack us twice with every attack. We cannot tank one of those, so we have to pray mage, range, melee going across, and we're going to tank a javelin hit on purpose. When I get round here, we're going to have the melee coming around the top, and I'm going to try trap it one tile up to stop the manticore coming around, and then we're going to kill that, and then we're going to duck around this side and deal with the ranger. Okay, here we go. Praying against the manticore. We come up to here, and that's going to trap everything in. And I don't think I'm going to prayer flick at all. I could die prayer flicking this. These are scary. I'm going to fully camp my prayers, and we're just going to sip all those potions. That's what they're there for. So let's heal up also to full. Nice, that's full. Right click attack so I don't misclick walk here because I got those nerves going on. When our stats restore, we're going to get our attack and strength potions on. That's it, we play this super safe. And this is going to die real soon. I got to get ready to get round here. Before the Manticore moves. Perfect. And now we just deal with this. Okay, one left. Oh, wipe the sweat off the hands. And pop back up. Do we need to? We don't need to do those yet. Now, all I need to do... Don't mess up my Manticore flicks. That's all that's left. And the Manticore goes down. Claim. Oh my god. We actually got a bit. Ah. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't equip it yet. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'm back to trading prayer. Oh, yes! Yeah! Oh. When I can equip that, that's another 6 prayer bonus. That's my whole priest gown prayer set combined in one item. And 30 range defense? I actually have a chance of tanking stuff with this on, and it's gonna look super dumb, but I cannot wait to equip it. Okay, let's do one of my favorite things, of course, putting it in the bank. And overwriting my new... And with that huge milestone achieved, we will be calling it there for today. It has been quite the journey, and it shall continue to be quite the journey after Leagues, which is coming up really soon and I'm excited for. So before we leave, a huge thank you to my channel members, to Ryan Price, Trod Wikipad, Parakiwi, Max F, DI, DiggyDogSP, and especially friends of the channel, Scarlett, Shiem, and Danny Boy. I will see you all very shortly, and if you haven't already, please go check out my band's new single. I'm so proud of it, and I am so happy to be able to share it with all of you. Okay, bye!